Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Okay, so the kids requested steak today, like randomly. So I went and got some steaks. These were like two different types of steak. I just grabbed two. Steak isn't something that I normally cook, but here are my seasonings. I have the blackening seasoning, I have the canola oil, I have the country crock butter, my shrimp, an onion, sour cream, which I thought that they would want, but they didn't on their mashed potatoes. All right, I had some shrimp in the freezer, so I decided to saute a few shrimp as well, along with their steak. I put onion powder, a little paprika, garlic powder on the shrimp. I have my soul food seasoning there, but I didn't put too many seasonings on the shrimp because I already knew that I was going to throw them in the skillet with the seasoned steak and the chopped up onions and all that. So I didn't really need to season the shrimp too heavily. All right, so there's the paprika, I believe. And then I used the blackened seasoning on the shrimp as well. Guys, I'm doing a voiceover because it's hard for me to like film and talk and with one hand. My tripod broke, so it's kind of hard for me to do everything at once. So I just decided to film and then do the voiceovers later. All right, time to season both of the steaks. I have some regular all-purpose seasoning, one of my favorite brands. I should have kept that on the camera a little longer. Oh, there it is again. Okay, so I already, at this point, rinsed off both of the steaks, and I am seasoning both sides of each steak. Have a little garlic powder. And then I believe I used the blackening sauce, the blackening seasoning. All right, and I also use the blackened seasoning. I don't use it quite often. Sometimes I actually forget that I have it. But I actually pulled it out for the steaks. And I believe I just put that seasoning on one side of the steak. And then I have the onions, of course, to throw in the skillet with the steak, just for flavor. Onions is the holy grail of flavor. You gotta like onions, man. I decided to turn up the eye on the stove. I have a new stove, and it wasn't getting hot enough quick enough for me, if that makes sense. Added a little of the sauce in there with the onions. All right, so my kids love this brand of instant mashed potatoes. Don't get in my comments talking about instant mashed potatoes. You couldn't boil a potato and just make mashed potatoes? No, I couldn't, and I didn't, because my kids, they just love this brand of instant mashed potatoes, and that's that. All right, baby, look at these onions. Look at the onions. Look at the onions. Okay, I have the water boiling for the potatoes. I cooked these steaks well done, by the way. Here's the steak sauce. Ryan used some. Tony didn't want any steak sauce. But look at that. It's golden brown, baby. And here are the mashed potatoes. Ready to go. Yeah, they don't like the actual baked potatoes with the skin on it or anything, so whatever. All right, Ryan and Tony's steaks are getting golden brown. Well done. I actually don't even eat meat. I eat seafood, but I'm not going to cold turkey take something away from my kids just because I don't eat it anymore. I threw some butter on these potatoes along with the little milk and half. Got them really smooth. Went ahead and threw my shrimp in with the steak. Might as well. Let everything marinate and saute and all of the seasonings together. All right, guys, so here we are, Ryan and Tony's plate. Just something really quick, under 40 minutes. They asked me to cook steak at the last minute. I was gonna put the steaks in the oven, but I'm like, I'm just gonna throw them in a pan. Those shrimp were delicious. I put a little butter on the steak. And that's that. Subscribe. Bye.